Hi, my name is Eric Bauman. I'm 37 years old from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm married. I'm a Cadillac technician by day, and I was once a professional gamer. I was introduced to firearms as a kid with my dad. He took me out with a .22 long rifle that belonged to his father, a .38 special revolver, and a .25 semi-automatic pistol. The .22 I fell in love with immediately. Low recoil, I could hit stuff with it. The .38 I fired had a little bit more recoil than I was comfortable with for my size at the time. And the .25 semi-automatic, the first time I squeezed the trigger, I sliced my thumb wide open because I was gripping the pistol incorrectly, and the slide came back and cut it wide open. So I didn't really like pistols and didn't feel like I would ever be a pistol shooter at that time. The .22 rifle I continued to shoot and became very proficient with. My dad actually challenged me one time several years later to hit a moving target. He picked up a rock and threw it in the air. The first shot, of course, I missed. The second shot, though, was a little bit better. In fact, I connected, surprising both him and me. And at that point, I realized that there might be something to my ability as a shooter. I was reintroduced to pistols as an adult, almost out of necessity. I had someone wave a gun at me while I was driving home from work one day, driving down the road, and I decided I did not want to be a victim, unarmed victim at any time, so I wanted to be able to defend myself and my family should the need arise. So with the help of a coworker, I went out and fired several pistols that he had, all different calibers and styles, and really fell in love with the 1911 45 ACP. I now have 3 of those. It is my carry pistol. I do have a concealed carry permit, and it is the pistol I compete with in a weekly shoot at the local gun range here. I've won that event several times, and even with no formal training, I've become very adept with it as well. I've picked up tips and pointers along the way from other shooters, but again, I have had no formal training at all. I own several rifles and pistols that I'm very comfortable with. I use them primarily just for target shooting. I do not hunt, which is odd coming from Kentucky, but I'm just a target shooter and collector pretty much. I have them for self-defense if I need them, and I really feel like should the need arise with any of my rifles or pistols in combat or in self-defense, if I had to, I could definitely hit my target, no questions asked. I am that comfortable with all of them. I was a professional gamer at one time. I played Gran Turismo 3, which is a racing game on the PlayStation console. I toured with Major League Gaming in their inaugural season in 2003-2004. Traveled to 10 events in 9 different cities. I won the season points championship and finished 3rd in the final championship event in New York City. So I am familiar with competition on a national level. I'm a huge UK basketball fan. I've watched them hang 2 banners in Rupp Arena as an adult, and I remember them winning the championship in '78 as a kid, although the memories are a little bit foggy. A lot of my friends are also UK basketball fans, and they would probably describe me as competitive, dedicated, determined, opinionated, and maybe even a little bit arrogant. But I certainly am competitive, no questions about that. My wife has actually told me that I take all the fun out of playing games because I play to win. That's how I play. There's no reason for me to play if I'm not playing to win, as far as I'm concerned. My niece even accused me one time of cheating while playing Connect 4 because I wouldn't let her win. So to say I'm competitive might be a little bit of an understatement. But I think my competitive nature, my familiarity with competition on a national level, and in my ability to shoot everything that I have laid my hands on up to this point definitely makes me a top candidate for the top shot.